Hello, everybody. In this lecture, we're going to focus on the physical defenses of the body. Before the immune system can kill pathogens, it first has to keep them from entering. In fact, most microbes we encounter never cause disease because they are stopped by physical barriers. Today, we'll discuss how the skin, mucous membranes, and several mechanical defenses act as the first line of defense against infection. By the end of this module, you should be able to describe the role of physical barriers in preventing pathogen entry and explain how skin, mucous membranes, and mechanical defenses contribute to innate immunity. So, when most people think of immunity, they think of white blood cells attacking pathogens. However, one of the most important components of immunity is simply preventing the microbes from entering the body in the first place. This concept is known as barrier immunity. Physical barriers create a separation between the external environment and the tissues of the body. Since pathogens generally must enter the body before they can cause disease, effective barriers dramatically reduce the likelihood of infection. The skin is one of the most important examples of barrier immunity. The outermost layer of the skin is called the epidermis. It provides several challenges for microorganisms. First, the outer cells are heavily keratinized. Keratin is a tough structural protein that is difficult for most microbes to degrade. Second, skin cells are constantly being shed and replaced. This turnover helps remove microbes that may have attached to your skin's surface. Third, the skin surface is generally dry and often somewhat salty. These conditions create osmotic stress for many microorganisms and limit their growth. Together, these characteristics make the skin a highly effective physical barrier. Not all body surfaces are covered by skin. Areas such as the respiratory tract, digestive tract, and reproductive tract are lined by mucous membranes. These tissues consist of epithelial cells connected by tight junctions. Tight junctions reduce gaps between cells and make it more difficult for pathogens to move between them. Goblet cells within these tissues produce mucus. Mucus acts like a sticky trap that captures particles and microorganisms before they can reach the underlying tissues. In the respiratory tract, cilia project from epithelial cells. These cilia beat in a coordinated manner to move mucus upward toward the throat. This process is called the mucociliary escalator. Trapped microbes are moved away from the lungs where they can be either swallowed or expelled. The gastrointestinal tract contains trillions of microorganisms, but it also possesses physical defenses that help prevent pathogen colonization. One important defense is peristalsis, the wave-like muscular contractions that move material through the digestive system by continuously moving contents forward. Peristalsis limits the ability of pathogens to remain attached and establish long-term colonization. Pardon me. The intestinal lining also undergoes rapid turnover. Epithelial cells are continually replaced every few days. Any microbes attached to those cells are removed when the cells are shed. Together, peristalsis and epithelial turnover help maintain a healthy intestinal barrier. Several additional defenses physically remove microbes from body surfaces. Eyelashes help prevent particles from reaching the eye. Tears continuously wash the eye surface. Blinking spreads tears and removes debris. Urination flushes microorganisms from the urinary tract, reducing the likelihood of colonization. Um, Although these defenses may seem simple, they are highly effective because they continuously remove microorganisms before infections can become established. For example, people who are chronically dehydrated are at a higher risk of getting a urinary tract infection because they're not constantly flushing out that urinary tract, and that can lead to things like UTIs, which can progress to kidney or bladder infections, or even septicemia, which is like a blood infection. All right. So, to summarize, skin forms a tough barrier, right? Physical defenses are the body's first line of defense against infection. The skin provides that tough barrier. Mucous membranes trap microbes with mucus and remove them through ciliary action. Peristalsis and epithelial turnover help prevent pathogens from establishing themselves in the digestive tract. Oops, sorry. Finally, mechanical defenses such as tears, blinking, and urination physically remove microbes from the body. The key idea here is that the innate immunity is not just about killing pathogens. Much of innate immunity is devoted to preventing pathogens from entering the body in the first place. All right. With that, I will look to see you in the next lecture. Thank you for attending.